Hi guys, Super Cameraman here. As you already know, the full 77th episode was supposed to be released last week, because that's what Dafuk Boom told me personally when I asked him about it. And as you can see, the full episode hasn't come out yet, even though it's the end of the week today. But that's not that strange either, since Dafuk Boom warned us that he can't promise 100% that the full episode will come out on this particular date. As you already realized, the new episode is delayed and will come out later. But on top of that, we got some leaks from Discord chats of different YouTubers. But if my correspondence is 100% true, then about these two correspondences, I cannot confirm that it is 100% true. It's 50-50. Let's talk about it all in order today. We're going to break down these leaks and see if it's true or not. And we're going to talk about future episodes of Skibidi Toilet. Well, if you are watching my videos without subscribing to the channel, then please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. On the last video, you got 1,300 likes. It was a record. Let's set a new record of 2,000 likes. I will be very grateful to you. Well, let's get to analyzing. Before we talk about fakes, we need to first understand which YouTubers Dafuk Boom share sometimes information with. From the analysts are Elite Cameraman, Iron Cameraman, Date Bayou, EBO, and Super Cameraman. If I missed any analyst, then write about it in the comments. As we know, none of these analysts never published fake information, so I don't think it's fake, but also, it doesn't mean that people can't fake this image with Photoshop. We don't have exact information where these screenshots from Discord correspondence came from, so we can't trust this information 100%, but it would be foolish to deny it either. In addition to analysts, Dafuk sometimes leaked information to streamers, such as Steak. On the first leak, streamer Steak allegedly asks Dafuk Boom about the full episode. Here's the quote, "Yo, dude, the full episode is soon, right?" To which Dafuk Boom responds with a GIF image where a negative answer was written. Once again, I'm not sure if this is true, as these screenshots appeared among viewers of the Skibidi Toilet series. Dafuk Boom often talks to the Steak streamer, and I have no reason not to believe him. But the thing is that we can't clarify from him whether it's true or not. But anyway, we'll come back to it, but before showing the rest of the plums, I suggest we talk a little bit about the future episodes of Skibidi Toilet. Because as we already know, we already have a second list with hot episodes. And in addition to that, in episode 81, we will probably see a new race or get an explanation about this character. Because I recently asked Dafuk Boom about this character, but unfortunately I didn't get an answer to my question. Just recently, Dafuk gave us 4 spoilers, and based on those spoilers, I'm guessing that we will see a conversation between the higher Astros, where we will most likely hear some sort of plan. Because if you put all the pieces together, you get the phrase, "What's their plan?" Most likely, episode 78 will be a walkthrough and will have no parts and will be like episode 75. Yeah. I remember Dafuk saying that all future episodes will be epic, but anyway, it will be very hard for him to do it without the help of his team. And as we know, Dafuk is currently looking for talented animation guys. I think we're done with episode 78, and I'm sure we'll see similar moments from my theory. But what will happen in 79 or even 80 episodes? I remembered that in one of the interviews with Dafuk, he was asked the question, what did Astro, UFO, and fake G-Man talk about in episode 60? To which Dafuk Boom replied, something will be revealed in episode 79 that will reveal a lot of information. Although, of course, it did not give a complete picture. But this answer is still better than a thumbs up, for example. Yes, you probably already understood my hint. I immediately dismissed such a theory as the return of Cameraman Titan. It's not worth waiting for him to come back until the 80th episode, because it's a completely different story. Many thought that in the 4th part, G-Man will come with Titan Cameraman and make Titan and TV Man unite. And the viewers were pushed to this theory for several reasons, such as the disappearance of G-Man and UFO Toilet's conversation with the Astro Duchess, where he claimed that the squad chasing Titan was missing. We've all seen the look of G-Man. We've seen that he didn't even have time to put his Titan suit back together, let alone save someone like that. The Astro Toilets caught a whole Titan, probably not guarded by a couple of Astro Skibidi Toilets. If they're not stupid, they should have sent some of their strongest fighters, knowing they caught a big fish. Episode 79 will be more informative and conversational, which means we probably won't see action. Maybe we will go back to the Alpha Hills lab to get the remaining resources or try to rebuild the base, because we still don't know the fate of these survivors, by the way. Maybe some of them were at the beginning of episode 77. If we go to the Alpha Hills base, we will find some interesting information there, because no one had time to examine the base because it was a giant size, and the time to study anything was too short. I think we may see a translation of some of the words in Skibidi, or more interestingly, we may see a replay of the 60th episode, but Dafuk will turn on subtitles as he did in episode 76. I don't know if this information is worth it, but viewers have been trying to figure out this secret conversation for over a year. I also assume that the series will be divided into several parts, where in each new part, we will be revealed new information that interests viewers most of all at the moment. For example, in the first part, we will learn more information about TV men and why some of them behave normally and others aggressively. What was the meaning of one of the TV men's phrase that the agents will regret their actions? And are they traitors, or is it all about their character? By the way, I'm making a video about the TV mans, so you'll see it on the channel soon. In the second part of episode 79, we can see the long-awaited interrogation of the Red Cameraman. We'll find out how the cameraman detective realized that Red was different from the others, and what strange actions he noticed in him. He may have gotten hold of one of the private videos where Red Cameraman and the secret agent were seen together, interacting with each other. In part 3, we'll see the theory I described above about the conversation from episode 60, and in the full episode we will be added some small details, such as new background characters in the form of references and various pasahalas that hint at the upcoming plot. There may also be a chair or a flower. I would like to see a series like a detective, where there will be more interaction between the characters and where there will be different interesting pashalki and leaks, which will better reveal the future of the series. In general, I have expressed all my thoughts about the 79th series, and I hope that at least one of my assumptions will appear on the screen, even if there will be a slightly different order. Well, now let's move on to the next plum. It supposedly shows a correspondence between YouTuber Elite Cameraman and Dafuk Boom, where the YouTuber asks Dafuk, "Is there any additional information you would like to share?" To this question, Dafuk Boom replies that, "In this scene, we will see the Duke in action. That's all I have at the moment." If we believe this correspondence, we can understand that in the full 77 episode, we will see the Duke in action. But what he will do there exactly, Dafuk Boom did not specify. In fact, it is very likely, because on the spoilers, we saw a new Astro Toilet, and most likely it was the Duke. Later, I'll tell you about another spoiler. And what about the 80th episode? It's already getting complicated, as the details are not enough to predict the plot, but I will again, on the logical structure, will try to put everything on the shelves. Let's start with the fact that according to Dafuk, all series from 80 to 90 series will be hot, and on the stream stake, where he had access to his desktop, there was a file with the plot of 80 to 90 series. I do not know whether it is written there the truth or Dafuk again troll us. In general, in 80 series, we are unlikely to see a new arc, as Astro Toilets have not yet fully shown all their fighters, and confirmed it himself Juggernaut in 4-part 77 episode, telling G-Man that he has no chance against their fleet. It's scary to imagine what kind of power we'll see in the future. I guess everyone knows that episodes ending in 0 have a dramatic plot twist. Let me even refresh your memory. In episode 20, we saw the first defeat of the Titan Cameraman. In episode 30, we saw the parasites that were causing the Alliance a lot of problems at the time. In episode 40, we saw more species and technology of TV men. In episode 50, we saw the legendary return of Cameraman Titan. In series 60, we saw the huge mech scientist suit and the first Astro conflict with Earth's Skibidi Toilets. In episode 70, we saw the death of the scientist and what secrets of the Alpha Hills base. In my opinion, in Series 80, we will be revealed the real power of the secret agent and his assistants. But why him? Remember the Cameraman Titan and the disappearance of the Astro Toilets that were chasing him. So if it was not the G-Man, and the other agents could not save him, because at least they did not know the coordinates of the location of the Titan. Unlike the secret agent, which has long been rumored to be from the race of computer men, which also has a hacking function, like the same red cameraman remote from episode 70 that could open any door. But the secret agent has a more interesting ability. He can enter the minds of other agents, like he did with Plungerman. That means he could just as easily enter the subconscious mind of Titan's cameraman to see the view for himself, which would give him more information about his exact location. Even so, many may ask how he was able to save him by defeating the Astro Toilets. The secret agent could have given the Titan cameraman his green-colored technology that disables abilities for a period of time, as was the case with the G-Man spheres in episode 73. He would have disabled the Astro abilities and used his remaining powers to try to escape. These Astro Toilets, after the escape of the Titan they were entrusted with, would clearly realize that it is time for them to hide from their own, because in case of such a serious loss, they would be waiting for one thing: death. We all know that the Astros will clamp down on their targets until the end, as in the case of the G-Man, who they also want to take out for his failures and betrayals. And we've seen them try to kill what they think is a bad commander many times over. This episode could be broadcast on behalf of a random cameraman, which is unlikely. I'm more inclined to believe that it'll be broadcast on behalf of the Titan cameraman himself, because we know he has that ability too. For example, in episode 51, we saw an episode filmed on his behalf. I'm sure his rescue should definitely be in the shot, because it's not just a normal injury where the Titan gets to improve, and the audience would be bored just watching him recover and the place where it happens. And here he's basically half dead, gets captured by the Astro Toilets, and it's completely unclear where he is and what's wrong with him. So sooner or later, Dafuk will definitely show this moment in future episodes. By that time, I think that the alliance will be officially over, and G-Man, together with Speakerman Titan, will take turns punishing Astro Toilets. But what about Titan TV men about it will have to forget for an indefinite period of time, as he has a very strong damage, in fact, from him left only the body. That's my guess as to what's going to happen in the next few episodes. But we all know Dafukboom and its unexpected plot twists, so we can only wait for more details and episodes to test our guesses. And if you haven't watched these videos, I highly recommend you to watch, because I picked for you the top 25 dumbest characters in Skibidi Toilet and also wrote the whole story of TV Man. I will be very happy if you subscribe to the channel and click the bell. I'm Super Cameraman. See you next time. Good luck, everyone, and bye-bye.